That's why we hold classes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Kevin's like, man, get your milk.
Train brothers up, you feel me? Yeah. So our people the correct way. You know what I'm saying? Like today, you know, we're gonna get to it. Let me make sure this sound down real quick. I know sweat we up. Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of University of Practical Knowledge, started out of 125th Street, New York. Where we are led by Commanding General YAHANNA. Today's I.S.U.P.K. Tuesday Brotherhood class, you understand? And this lesson was titled Know Thy Enemy. You understand? But you also have to know a friend. You understand? Christianity will teach you that everybody is your friend, when that is not the case. We are not learning after all these years of being abused in this hellhole called America. Now we are finally realizing that these people are not our friends. You understand? These people are our enemies. Select. You understand? Well, we're not realizing that these people are not our friends. Well, we should realize because we have been lied to time after time after time. You know what I'm saying? It's like we are in a delusion. You know what I'm saying? After 500 years of abuse, somebody can have some kind of compassion for you. These people will have some kind of love for you. You understand? When the Bible tells us to do a specific thing. You see, we're trying to gather together with everybody else when we should be cleaving together with one another. We should be striving to come together and love one another as the Bible tells us to do, brother. Go ahead and give me Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. You understand? The Bible ain't telling us to gather together with everybody. In fact, the Bible is telling us that we need to separate. We need to separate and love one another. You understand? We put so much into this society. We tried all we could. We tried everything we could to integrate successfully. And yet the world rejects us. You know what we must do? Let's see what the Bible, let's see what the Most High God says about this. You got that, brother?
Yeah. Come on. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Mm-hmm. Gather yourselves together. Ye gather together, O nation not desired.
The Bible is telling us that we need to gather together, O nation not desired. Now, brother, let me ask you something. Has there ever been a time in America when we were a desired people? Has America ever desired Mexicans? Nah. Say it in the mic. Nah. You know how we know? Because history repeats itself time after time after time whenever it comes to America. I got you, brother. 1 second. You understand? History repeats itself time after time after time. I'm gonna give you a brief history on the Mexicans in America and how our brothers were treated. You understand? Do you know how many operations were filed against Mexicans and how long this has been going on? How long there's been propaganda pit against our people? How long we have been getting lynched from trees and abused? Brother, when I found out what Operation Wetback meant and why our people are so offended when they are called such a disgusting thing, brother, it angered me. It angered me because America, when America is messing up, America always needs a villain. And time after time after time, Blacks, Latinos, and Native American have been that villain. You understand? It started in the 1700s on up with the Native Americans when they massacred them for coming into their land. You understand? After the Native Americans said, after they said that these were a peaceable people, they will make fine slaves. That's what the oppressor said. You understand? Operation Wetback, when our brothers came over here, they were already working over here. Then they got deported back to Mexico, and they were legal citizens. And then they told them, okay, well, we need a workforce. So they told them to come back and gave them cheaper wages, and sometimes they would not even pay them. With us, had all of us in shackles. We all built this place, but when have we ever been desired by this place? Can you name a time? Can you name a time when the oppressor has been a peaceable people? We can't. You can't even say the civil rights, because what was the civil rights? Do you know, brother, what the civil rights were?
Not clear like that.
Not clear. Neither do we. That's a fine answer if you ask me, brother. You know the civil rights were so that way we could go to the store and spend our money.
Yeah.
That's what
Propaganda.
It was propaganda. That's what the rich of our people wanted, like the MLK and all that. They felt like their money was good enough to spend anywhere. But brother, they didn't see the value in what we had established as a community, as a nation, when we supported one another. After the civil rights movement, how many black-owned HBCUs have you seen? How many were founded? Well, look up when the last HBCU was founded. Can you do that, brother?
Yeah,
brother, if you could, man, because you know I'm confused. You know what I'm saying? Time after time, these people have just showed us just how much they are not our friends. And it's time that we wake up and realize who our friends are. You got that, brother?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says under the federal definition of the historically black college or university, HBCU, the institution must have been established prior to 1964.
Oh, that's crazy. Ain't that when the civil rights was going on? Yeah. Ain't that the end of it? You know what I'm saying? Now black-owned business is a hashtag, brother. That's how bad it is. People will spend $1,000 on Gucci, $200 on some weed. You know what I'm saying? But let it be us. Let it be something that we want to value. You understand? We need to wake up and realize the value within our people, man. The value within coming together and supporting our own, supporting only blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because where is our support from the oppressor? You know what white help looks like, brother? You know, every time a white person helps us, it always ends in disaster for us. Brother, they gave us welfare. What happened? What happened with welfare? What important factor did they take out of the household?
Father.
The father. You understand? What about what else? What about Planned Parenthood? Abortions. What about let's see what else, man. What about name some things that they have given to us, man, that always ends in disaster. Social Security,
housing.
Good night. I mean, damn. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Does the Bible not say a gift destroyed the heart? Yeah. Matter of fact, let's pull that, man, because that's an excellent scripture. Why these people are not our friends. Hold Zephaniah 2:1 and go ahead, brother. What you got?
All right, I had looked up on Google basically the cons of the devil being a black man's friend. And just to read, this was stuck out. The burden of education. The white man may unintentionally rely on the black man to be his personal educator on systematic racism, microaggression, or cultural history, placing the burden of emotional labor on the black friend.
Oh, wow.
That's Google.
What does that mean to you?
And basically, like, I mean, our culture is being used in so many different nationalities. You know, it's being used by the oppressor because the oppressor so-called wanted to show, like, back in the gap that they were our friends. You know, and basically that was just to let us, you know, put our guard down, you know, for them to come in and attack, you know, and that was crazy because our culture is so strong to where our culture sends waves. Like our culture was basically holding up America. Like, you know, from the body fixtures to the way people dress, to the voices, to the athletes. You know, everything stands on Black, Brown, Native American culture. You know, and where they put a program together, you know, to give a show. They flip it around because we had an attribute, but end up becoming the frontliners for the oppressor to bleed their pocket.
That's always the case, brother.
Yeah.
It's always some kind of ulterior motive with these people. You know what I'm saying? Everything with these people is a play to further destroy us.
Yeah.
Everything, literally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They gave us housing, they gave us welfare, they gave us food stamps, but all that was to weaken us. Yeah. Matter of fact, give me that Ecclesiastes 7:7. Ecclesiastes 7:7. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that they do for us, it always has some kind of backhanded motion. It seems good on the outside. It seems like, hey, we're here to help. And brother, what you saying that they were actually they tried to say they're actually our friends the whole time?
Yeah.
Like slavery was a friend, like that was showing us our friendship.
Yeah, we're gonna bring you out.
Like sexually abusing our ancestors. That is that a form of friendship? Or is that an act of warfare? Unaliving us in the streets, hanging us from trees. Now we was just playing about that. Yeah. What was the punchline? When we were strange fruit hanging from the tree. What was the love? What was the friendship? When we were postcards. We need to wake up and realize that these people have always been our enemy. We've been behind enemy lines since Plymouth Rock. Since they came over there and kidnapped our ancestors, man. And then they try to say, well, we gave you civilization, but you took our culture. You took our language. You took us, you tried to take our God from us. And it took us struggling, really looking into that Bible and realizing who we were from the ground up. Spending 500 years not knowing who the hell we were. But now we been y'all friends. Brother, we rather live in a goddamn mud hut. So what? Who cares about this? This means nothing. Yeah. They took our culture. They took our language. They took everything from us, and then they hold themselves not guilty. But brother, if you could, you got that scripture? Man, go ahead before I go on a whole another precept, man. It's just so much to these people, and they go ahead, bro.
Come. This is from the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression making a wise man mad.
Man, surely oppression making the wise man mad, because brother, I'm up here fuming. Yeah. And you should be too. We in the ghettos right now losing our goddamn minds on a daily because of the oppression that we suffer. We turning against each other because of the oppression that we suffer. But it's all because of our enemy. Where did most of this come from? Why are we going through the things that we are going through in right now? They gave us civil rights. Well, what did that do? What did civil rights do to us? Was it not a gift from them? They gave us, you know what? Y'all all right. Y'all can come into our stores and shop, and you know, we ain't gonna lynch y'all no more. We're gonna get rid of the laughing barrel. You know what I'm saying? Like that seems like a gift, does it not? But what was the long-lasting effects of it? Do you know, brother?
Yeah, it was to hinder us.
It was to hinder us.
Because I mean, when you go back, you know, it was kind of like they tried to put makeup on with their whitewashers on with the shackles. Mm-hmm. So they were like, okay, yeah, we did put the shackles on, but we know we got y'all mentally, so we're gonna give y'all something of the world, you know, to make y'all feel like y'all got hope, or y'all got, you know, another chance. And then basically what it did, and I was telling, I'm not gonna say no name, but I was telling a close person of mine, forget that check. Like that check, you're not a felon. They hiring security. You man, if you just don't have a felon, you gonna get a security guard job right now, paying $23 an hour.
Right, for sure.
But that check has got a hold of them so much to where it's like, nah, man, I don't want them to cut my check. But the check is only like $8.95 a month. Then the rest of the month, you going to food shelters. It's all part of the scheme, the web. But then it's crazy because the people that's on top, the oppressor, they the ones that's still in the culture. They gonna cut on their car and put on Rich Homie corn. Or they gonna go to happy hour and they gonna turn up with the girls smoking hookahs and stuff. And it's.
Oh no, he was raised in Salaki.
Okay, they not saying hookahs part, but you know what I mean. They Sunday Fun Day, because they gave that little charity. And we become a charity, but we become a charity of a profitable culture.
It seemed like they come on, so go right ahead. I was a 5,000 around everybody.
Hey, it's lovely, brother. I just hear what y'all brothers is talking about. And with this conversation about like never trusting our enemies and knowing who our enemies are.
Right.
I just want to bring out this quick precept. It's in the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 16.
If I may, I got some things to come out with that. Okay. And I got that lined up.
No, that's not the never trust.
My apologies.
Yeah, no, it's not that.
Come concept, my apologies.
No.
So
I already knew. I ain't got you. Trust me. I wasn't going to touch that one. But this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 16, right? Right. And it says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he finds opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
And the heaviest part about that is they come with sweet words. They come thinking like how they did the Native Americans. Like they did the Native Americans. They came with gifts and weaponry, you know what I'm saying, and all kinds of these trinkets. And they said that we were a peaceable people. And you know what they did to us? 500 treaties, over 100 million unalived.
Yep.
The Trail of Tears. You know why? Can you read that last part out of one Bible shot one more time?
No sweat, brother. I got you. It says, he will weep with his eyes, but if he finds opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
They will weep with their eyes. You know what I'm saying? They know how to put on a show to make you feel bad for them, to try to trust them. You understand? But guess what they would do? They will stab you in the back as soon as you turn your head. As soon as they get the chance, they will stab you in the back. You know how I know? Because the Bible says it and we live it. So like I said,
if I could go a little bit further, brother.
Okay, sir.
Verse 17. If adversity comes upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretends to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee.
Hey, the cold part about it is usually they're the reason why you're in the situation in the first place. So how the hell can they help you when they were the ones that caused the situation? They were the ones that caused our poverty. I'm gonna bring it back to square one, the civil rights movement. How far have we come down as a society since then? We gave up everything to try to integrate with these people, and what do they do to us? Time after time, they show their hand, but we ignore it. You know why? Because we are compassionate people. We try to see the good in these people, But what good is there in these people after all this history, after all these lessons? The Lord is trying to show us that these people cannot be trusted. These people are not our friends. These people hate every fiber of your being because of who you are. Anything left on that other precept? Ecclesiastes 7:7. If not, then give me Psalms 55 and 21. No sweet. Give me Psalms 50.
In the gift destroys the heart.
Oh, in the gift destroys the heart.
You want me to read?
Go ahead.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
Every gift that they have given us, all this white help, has destroyed us as a people. Did they not give us crack as a new means to make money? But look what it had. Look how it's decimated our people. There's not one brother or sister I know that is Black, Latino, or Native American that has not been affected by the crack epidemic till this day. Since how long ago was the 80s? About 40-something years ago? And we still affected by it today? We still going through the same struggles from the crack epidemic till this day? 50. But these are our friends, huh? They are showing that they are enemies. Crack epidemic, that's an act of warfare. We don't understand that because of oppression, because they put us in this box. Well, soon the Most High God is going to blow the lid off of that box. And guess what? That wicked man will be exposed for who he really is. The damn devil the Bible speaks of. That we've been saying it for since 1969 in I.S.U.P.K. Who the damn devil is. What does a devil? What does a devil do? What else? Throw out, sorry, throw it out of one. I know you do. You know what I'm saying? The devil does nothing but steal, kill, and destroy. Now, once again, name one time in the world's history when white people did not kill, steal, and destroy everything. Think throughout all history. Soon as they crawled off their knuckles up out of them caves, what peace have they brought to the world? Is brother, look, they have done nothing but destroy everything they touch, deceive everything. Brother, since they crawled up out of them caves, they went on a rampage of warfare. And then guess what they gave us? The Renaissance era, where they deceived the world and covered up the faces of the prophets. And destroyed the whole damn earth. I mean, look at the earth right now. Did you know the earth has a ring because of all the pollution from in outer space right now? Earth got a ring now. There's a holes in the ozone layer. It rains acid. The water, we can't even drink the water no more because it's polluted. Because they destroyed everything they touch. Animals are going extinct. They ain't meant to rule over anybody because they can't rule their damn self. I mean, despite being 60% of the population, brother, did you know they had the highest rates of child abuse? I mean, the highest rates of animal abuse. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. They have the highest rates of sex crime upon the face of the earth. And these are supposed to be our friends? I think not. I think they don't need to be around anybody. I think there needs to come a time in the day where the Lord is gonna lock them up. Yeah. You know, it's in Obadiah. We're gonna get that later, brother. Give me, you got Psalms 55 and 21? Because that's just gonna piggyback off of what he brought out. You got that, brother? Yeah. Psalms 55 and 21, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we gonna get properly edified on how these people truly are. We gonna just unlift the veil that's been over our eyes because of Christianity. Christianity has tried to make us everybody friends with. That's not what the Bible is saying. The Bible is telling us to come together. I pull Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. It says, gather ourselves together. Because we are a nation that has never been desired. Look at the conditions that we are in today. Look at Mexico. Look at the reservation. Look at the ghettos in America. We're there. Mexico is damn near unlivable because of the corrupt government that's run by guess who? Because it ain't Mexicans that's running that government. It's Spaniards. Who are what? Do you know? Do you know what a Spaniard is? This is another word for white brother. You know what I'm saying? But you got that with me?
Yeah.
All right.
This book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
The words of that mouth is smoother than butter. You know what I'm saying? What's some famous white sayings that sounded good? Let's go modern day. Joe Biden. The words of his mouth was smoother than butter, but wasn't he? And it sounds kind on the surface, but didn't he sign crime bills back in the 90s to lock a large amount of our brothers and sisters up? I mean, don't even get me started on Donald Trump because he don't even try to hide his hand. He's just, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get on that real quick. Matter of fact, we're gonna say that for later. Man. Can you read and continue about with y'all?
The book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. The war was in his heart.
Smoother than butter. I mean, they know how to talk. They know how to talk a good game. Change will come. You know what I'm saying? Just pull yourself up by the bootstrap. You understand? You understand, man? They talk a great game, but read that last part.
But war was in his heart.
But what?
War was in his heart.
But what?
War was in his heart.
But war has been in their heart. For over 500 years, we have been behind enemy lines. Was slavery not an act of warfare? I mean, it's also a crime. Is that not kidnapping? You understand? The same things we get locked up for, they've done times 10. They sins have reached up into, I mean, it has reached up into the heavens. I mean, they just keep going and going and going. Each and every last atrocity that they commit against us is an act of warfare. But they wrap it up, they put a bow on it, they make it seem like it's a treat. But the whole time, it is something for us to destroy ourselves. There is no friendship in them. We should not let our kids be around them. We should totally separate ourselves from these people and support our own. Because here's the thing, at this point, I personally don't even feel safe at the movie theater no more. I'm always looking at the exit, looking who's coming in and washing their hands everywhere I go, because why? These people do nothing but unalive for nothing. Yeah, all it takes is a bad day for these people. And, you know, they got to go on a rampage, unalive everybody and their families and the dog. Nothing is safe from these people. You don't even feel safe going into the store with them. What you got?
They just had a shootout at West Time yesterday.
What was the color?
They didn't record that themselves.
What?
It was like 20 police SWAT cars, and they didn't even speak on who that was. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Because of how violent the oppressor is, I'm just gonna assume they're white.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna assume they're white. You know, because you know, don't they get arrested for the most mass shootings?
Yeah.
That's them. They do that. You understand? and then what do they like to say? They like to say that he had a mental health order.
Yeah.
Well, let it be one of our kids. He don't ever look at the situation that we come from and why we do the things that we do. We don't target everybody. It be something personal. Not saying that it's right. You like you got some. I knew you had some.
Cause that you just hit that hit me hard. I really was in my feelings last night. I'm on the train and that dude, he asked the lawman like, man, I need to go to the mental health hospital. And you could tell he was like one word away from snapping. You know, so he asked the lawman, you know, hey, y'all, it's gonna be, you know, take me to the mental health hospital. You know, I'm kind of lost. Lawman, first thing he started doing was putting on his gloves. You know, and I'm sitting up here like, you know, I really can't get in it, but it's just messed up because you darned if you do, you darned if you don't. You know, and just being, you know, Black, brown, Native American in the oppressed world, you really ain't got no rights. Like our freedom ain't their freedom.
Brother, that's so heavy that you said that.
It ain't.
Because they'll say that we have rights, we have freedom, but you know, we only have civil rights. That brings everything together. We only have civil rights. Because why? Our freedom ain't their freedom. We can't do the things that they do. You know what I'm saying? We can't live amongst these people in peace. Yeah. Why? Because our freedom is not their freedom. In Texas, is that not a concealed carry law? We were able to conceal carry? Not us. They are. Yeah, they can open carry if they want. With damn near no permit. They can walk down the street. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen in a video. They did a social experiment when a black guy walked down the street. Within about 15 minutes, he's surrounded by cop cars. But the oppressor did it. He walking down the streets and they stopped him and complimented his weaponry. You know why, brother? Because we do not have the same freedoms as them. Yeah. And why is that? Because these people are not our friends. You know how I know? I'm just gonna make it more modern day. You got that thing I sent you? Yeah. Can you read this? It is something devastating. This is what happens and why we should realize who our enemies are. Because Christianity has blinded us to the truth on we are hated in this place and we are not equal. And brother, we do not have the same freedoms as these people. We are not loved in this place. You know, we go to them trying to be friends, trying to trying to be a part of the society, you know, trying to integrate. Well, we should never, ever be left alone with these people because historically, when we are left alone with a bunch of white folks, what happens? Brother, they get violent for nothing. It's just in them at this point. Because ain't that brother supposed to be their friend? Read this.
Con. Nolan Xavier Wells, Mississippi 2026.
What year is that? Read that one more time.
Nolan Xavier Wells, Mississippi 2026.
2026.
This is an ongoing investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Nolan Wells, an 18-year-old black man, went to Horn Island with 3 white friends.
With how many?
3 white friends. Mm-hmm. The 3 friends returned without him.
Oh, they returned without him. I wonder what happened. What could have happened? That he went with them, but he did not return with them. Why? Hold that on your other phone. Do you have the Bible open? Yeah. Give me Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. Because this is something that we have to realize what we should not do. The Bible tells us that we have enemies. And not only that, but the Bible actually name drops who our enemies are. You got that, brother?
Come on.
So when after all this history, after all these years that we suffer the same oppression time after time, we have to wake up and realize that, you know, who our enemy is. Unless we keep falling for the same okie doke every time. Go ahead, brother. You got that. It's so many points I want to touch on, but it's just
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
never what.
Trust thine enemy.
Read that article one more time.
Nolan Wells, an 18-year-old black man, went to Horn Island with 3 white friends.
He went there trusting them. He went there thinking that these are my friends. They would never hurt me. We finna go on a boat. We finna have fun. We finna have some drinks. But what happened, brother?
The 3 friends returned without him.
They took return without him. You know what happened? That devil in them just had to unalive. That's who they are. This is in them. They are crooked and evil from birth. It's just in them. They smooth talked them into being their friend. But what happened? They returned
without him.
But they returned without him. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like they unalived that brother in cold blood because of the hatred in their hearts. Because these are not our friends. The Bible says that these are our enemies. And what you can do with an enemy is go back to that precept.
Never trust thine enemy.
Is never trust thine enemy. Because situations like this can occur when you put too much trust in people that hate you and have shown that hate you over hundreds of years now. How can somebody historically have had you in chains and claim they love you? How can, after all this abuse that we have suffered, can these people claim that they can have any kind of compassion or love for us? Do you know how low these people look at us? To the point where you could go on a boat with 3 friends and never come back, and now your parents have to, they have to deal with a child that's not here no more because he trusted his friends, his white friends. So like, any more in the article?
Yes. Yeah.
All right here, brother.
After a multi-day search, Nolan's body was found. Authorities have not yet said his death was a homicide or racially motivated, and the investigation is still active because photos showed he was the only black member of the group. The case drew widespread public attention and speculation, but there is currently no official evidence that his friends killed him or that race was a motive.
Oh, it's always a motive. It's always a motive, brother. We know what this is. 3 friends and 1 black guy, 3 white friends, and the only black guy dies. We know what this is. We've seen it 100 times before. Matter of fact, I can give you another instance. Look up Kendrick Johnson if you could. Does anybody know about Kendrick Johnson? Kendrick Johnson. He was at a mostly predominantly white school. Kendrick Johnson. I can send it to you, bro. Yeah, 1 second.
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, brother.
Kendrick Johnson, a 17-year-old boy, was found dead inside a rolled-up gym mat at Lawless High School in Georgia. Authorities ruled it an accidental death from positional
Yeah,
I can't pronounce
it. It's all. Come again, sir.
Yeah, asphyxiation.
Asphyxiation.
Positional asphyxiation. But his family believes he was murdered, citing inconsistencies like bruising and discovery that his body was stuffed with newspaper before the burial.
Nah, so you're telling me that how old was the brother? 17?
17.
The brother, a 17-year-old black man will roll himself up in a gym mat that weighs hundreds of pounds. And then he has bruises. And then he has missing organs. And if you know anything else about the case, did you know there was camera footage showing the kids walking to the gym and then they're cutting out minutes and hours of whatever happened in that gym? Did y'all know that? Yeah. So he stuffed a newspaper after the autopsy. He didn't go ahead. What you got, bro?
We don't even do that. Like the devil does taxidermy. So you just did taxidermy on a I think that's the name of where they stuff the animals, the bull, the heads of deer and stuff to preserve them. So you unalived and stuff this boy with newspaper and rolled him up like that's.
So they behooved this young brother to go to the gym to unalive him and harvest his organs. And then guess what else? To no surprise, the kids are locked in with the police department. Ain't that something? Well, ain't that a coincidence? And now there's time missing for whatever happened in that gym. And now these damn devils are living their life happily, knowing they unalive one of ours. And that brother rise again, man. And that brother rise again, man. When are we going to realize we are not safe with these people? These people have shown us time after time again that they are not our friends. We are not to be mixed in with these people. That's like trying to mix water and oil. For a time, that water and oil is going to be integrated, but then at the end of the day, it's going to separate. It's impossible. You can shake that bottle up as much as you want, but the water and oil is always going to separate. It's the same thing with us. We can't intermingle. We shouldn't. We shouldn't try to marry none of their women or men or whatever. We need to separate. Take heed to what we're saying in the I.S.U.P.K, because this could save your child from ending up like Nolan. May that brother rise again, man. From ending up like Kendrick, man. May that brother rise again. Or this sister that we're gonna bring up now. Because good night, brother. You got that, brother?
Tamia Horsford, Georgia, 2018. Tamia Horsford, a black woman, attended an overnight party with a group of mostly white women. She was found dead the next morning.
Just like Nolan did not come back with his friends. Let that sink in for a minute. Anything else on that, brother?
Yeah. Investigators ruled her death an accident after concluding she fell from a deck. Her family and many supporters continue to question that conclusion, but no one has been charged and authorities have not ruled it a homicide.
Nah, it's because that sister was just another victim of what can I even call this? Their white murderous intent that the oppressor harbors.
Yes.
It's in all of them. Yeah. It's in all of them. I don't care. I say there's good white people. No, they all harbor that murder. Oppressor, Salaki. They all harbor that murder. That what can I say? That intent to unalive. It's just in them. You know what I'm saying? And we should not be left alone with these people because you know this is gonna start manifesting and festering to the point they just gotta get it done. Go back to Ecclesiastes 12:10.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, if I could, you telling me that it's just you know fell off today. It was a whole conspiracy behind that thing because everything, all the evidence added up to this sister was murdered. So like it was unalived by people. The autopsy said it. Just like the autopsy said that Kendrick Johnson was unalived by somebody. You can't just stuff it. You can't just stuff yourself in newspaper. What you got, brother?
Yeah, they said his organs was missing and replaced with newspaper.
With newspaper,
That's
brother.
malice. Like that's not accidental.
That's not accidental at all. That was purposeful. Just like Nolan. Just wait till the autopsy comes back about how badly that brother was beaten. That's not even the most recent one. I seen another video of a young brother getting brutalized and choked and asphyxiated by a mob full of young pale devils. I've seen the whole. I sat there and saw the whole video, and they were brutalizing that young brother, stomping him, kicking him in the head, and choking him out. I'm just bringing out the news. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all have, but I've seen that video. I've seen how violent these people get when it's just one of us and multiple of them. History will show you that. You understand? I mean, every time they get up in a mob, something just snaps in them. You know what I'm saying? Rosewood, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Seneca Village. Should I continue? I mean, the hunting escapades that they did on the Native Americans, it's just in them. You understand? They take and unalive and unalive and unalive until there is nothing left. That's all they do. They only kill, steal, and destroy. Now, is that a friend? Really ask yourself, after all this abuse, is that showing yourself to be a friend? Have these people ever showed us that they are our friends? I think not. Just because you know you work with them and you know they talk to you nice at work and you know they whatever. I don't even know why people do it this way. I don't be around. I don't hang with them. I just don't know what to expect out of these people. I've been around my people for so long now. It's just you know. I love Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to able to just sit up here and give my time to anybody else. I love the nation the Most High God has given us too much to ever put myself in danger and be around these devils. Now, of course, you gotta work and you know whatever, but I'm not finna sit up here and kick it with you. I'm finna even when a person comes up to me and asks me questions, I'm always on guard. It's always a wall built up with me because I do not trust these people. You know why? Because read what you have.
Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
Because time after time after time, the oppressor has showed us why we should not trust them. I do not trust them people. As far as I can throw one. You know why? Because the Bible says what? Read it one more time from the top.
Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
But like this iron rust. Have you ever seen iron that rusts?
Yeah.
That it starts in one spot,
Yeah.
and then what happens?
Spread.
It spreads. But how do you cure rust? You ever seen people do metal work?
No, not like that. That's WD-40, but I don't know.
Nah, brother. I do. Not WD-40. You only get so far with WD-40. But you know what? Burn. You know what gets that iron off? You ever heat it iron up, and that impurity burns off.
Okay.
So you know.
Oh yeah, like what they do at fabrication shops.
Just like that, what they do at fabrication. The only way you can ever cure iron is by fire. And best believe is a fire to come to the world because of the mistreatment of blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. It is a fire that the scriptures say is kindled, it will burn into the lowest parts of hell, man. And what we do not want to do is be thrust through with these people trying to join with them and their wickedness. Because they have done nothing but be evil bastards. Because they have been wicked. They have shown us just how they have shown the whole world just how evil. The earth is mourning, right? Brother, matter of fact, give me that real quick. Do you know the precept? No sweat. It's Proverbs 29:2. Proverbs 29:2. Because you know, read that when you got it. I'm saying my point. Go ahead, read that when you got it.
Oh, you want me to read it first?
Yeah, Bible chapter 2.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Now let me tell you something. It's gonna come a time in a day where the Lord is going to change the guard of rulership. Because why? When the righteous are in authority, the earth is going to rejoice. Finally, we don't have to sit up here and go to war no more. Finally, we ain't got to sit up here and suffer famine no more. Because these oppressors are draining our resources and hoarding it for God knows what. And taking everything and destroying the earth. Can you read about Bible?
But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
That is such a beautiful scripture, brother. When the wicked bear rulership, the earth mourn. Right now, brother, the earth is mourning. Our people right now are absolutely mourning. You know why? Because the oppressor has done nothing but grind us down into dust and try to unalive us in every way they possibly can. You understand? Destroy the whole world, destroy everything that they touch, deceive everybody. But best believe the changing of the guard is going to come soon. You understand? The Christ is gonna come like what he said, a thief in the night, and guess what it's gonna be? It's gonna be over. It's gonna be over for this society. What you had? You got? Go ahead, brother.
It's literally breaking news. Come on. It says July 7th, a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agent fatally shot a motorist in Houston on Tuesday during an attempt by officers to stop the man's vehicle, according to the ICE statement. The man shot to death was identified as Lorenzo Salgado Arroyo, described by ICE as a Mexican nationalist and an illegal alien who attempted to evade arrest during a targeted enforcement operation by federal immigration officers.
You know who the real terrorists are?
That's correct.
The real terrorists are the ICE agents.
Yep.
They are the real terrorists.
That
That brother was innocent.
Yep.
Our people don't do nothing. We come over here for a better life because the neighboring country has destroyed that country into nothing. Because the neighboring country takes all the resources and then shuts down the borders and starves that country until it has nothing. So now what do? We come over here trying to get a better life, trying to provide for our families. And then America does what it has always been doing, labels us criminals. Labels us illegal in the land that they stole illegally in the first place. Like, make it make sense. Shout out to Officer Ron because he gave a whole breakdown about the 12. What was it? I think he went over most of the tribes and the things that the person has done. And I mean, the list just goes on and on and on about what they have done to our Mexican brothers, man, who just want to live. That's it. That's all we want to do. That's all we want to do is live, man. Don't we have the right to live? Not according to America. Not according to ISUPK. So like I don't want. I know you guys stood up, man. I'm already knowing.
If I could, man, this just brings out the precepts. When you go to Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12, right?
Okay.
Where it says, "Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and established a city by iniquity."
That's one of the ones like that.
Brother, like that's just letting you know that your oppressor, when the Bible talks about woe, it's talking about destruction. Destruction is going to come upon these people. See, you so busy trying to love these people, you so busy trying to overlook how these people show you who they truly are.
Right.
But you don't understand that the Lord is not with these people. The Lord never told us to be with these people and join hand in hand with these people, because he's letting you know right here in this precept,
right,
destruction is going to come upon these people. So as the 12 tribes of Israel, we got to understand who our enemy is, place them in a place separate from us, so that way when the Lord put his judgment on them, we don't get hit.
If you could, give him a hand. Give that brother a hand, because you don't want to catch a direct from the Most High for trying to be a part of these people who hate you.
Right.
Give me Isaiah 13 and 15, man. Because what we don't want to do is get destroyed trying to be with these people who hate us in the first place, man. So what we need to do is separate from their society, separate from their holidays, separate from their way of life. Even if we got to struggle to get our own, what's the cost of freedom if we can't be free? Are you willing to pay that price? To rely on one another, to rely on another Hispanic man, a Native American man, a black man for resources? Are we willing to pay that price when we got to rely on one another to be able to be free? That time is coming. But what we don't want to do is be thrust through. You read that, brother. You got that? What we don't want to do is catch a direct from the Most High God, because the Lord don't send strays. The Lord is direct. Go ahead, brother. You got that?
Yep. Count out on cup. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrusted together. No, Salaki.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Everyone who is found trying to be an American, you understand? Everybody who was found trying to be just like the oppressor, follow all of their ways. You know what I'm saying? Tap dance for the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Good night. Lord have mercy for those who think the army is a good life decision for them. Who is of our people? Lord be with you. Good night. You know what I'm saying? Those who try to be a patriot for this place, try to have oppressive friends, you will be thrust through trying to join with these people. The Lord is going to send a fierce judgment to the earth, and what we do not want to do is get caught being like them, being with them. That's why it's best that we come together and love one another, and we separate from these people, so we will not have to suffer like them. What you had, bro?
I got a question. Okay, so like, say like I'm a chef, so right now I've been watching like a lot of Japanese cuisine shows.
Plug.
Yeah, I've been watching like a lot of Japanese cuisine shows.
Right.
So like, is that wrong? Like to wanna, should I, like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Like, okay, knowing how to cook different kind of cultures, cuisines is not against the law. That's not joining with them.
Yeah.
I like sushi. That don't mean I want to go to Japan and be a citizen and follow their culture. No, it just means I like sushi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like hibachi.
Yeah.
You know, I like fried rice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That don't make you a part of their society by cooking their cuisines, as long as it is lawful. Now, when you try to celebrate the year of the dog like Moab,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Then that becomes a whole nother issue. You know what I'm saying? But what we don't want to do is follow their ways, brother. And their ways is their cultures, their holidays, their rituals, whatever. You understand? That's what we don't want to do. Salaki, I don't want you had something? Don't come. Yeah, brother. But, yeah, make that sushi as long as it's lawful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
As long as you don't start cooking cats and dogs, brother, you good.
see, I didn't want to say it, but good night. That's why I said the year of the dog.
Yeah.
You know what they do with them dogs on the year of the dog, brother? They just catch a stray dog, grab by the tail, and torture and eat it. You know what I'm saying? Like Lord, we wish we go to Timmy Chan's on that time, man. Good night. But yeah, brother. So like I know we like Timmy Chan's here, you know, but we're gonna leave it alone. But yeah, brother. We want to separate ourselves from their rituals, from their ways. You know what I'm saying? Let's not be like them, but let's come back to our culture. Let's abide by our culture. You know what I'm saying? Let's serve our God and not theirs. You see what I'm saying? Because we are the only people upon the face of the earth, Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, that have a true God. That's what he is saying. Don't be found with them, or you will be thrust through, trying to be like them. But that has nothing to do. That was an excellent question. That has nothing to do with, lawful cuisines. Of course, we would learn how to make sushi, learn how to make fried rice, whatever. Hibachi, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing, bro. But don't follow the rituals.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No.
Go ahead. You said nah.
Nah, cause it's like when you start thinking about it full circle, it's kind of crazy. Cause it's like, man, they set up a program. The oppressor has set up a whitewash lifetime camp. You know, and you know, us being the army of the Lord is like either you gonna get caught with them and be the first thing that get penetrated, so like get penetrated by, you know, the raft of you know, when that sky crack open, or you're gonna be on the army of the Lord giving it. You know, so it's like when you think about it, it's like it's really a super narrow path, because you know, living in an oppressed world, it's like it's so much what they say, you know, or what they whitewash you to believe is so much easier, but it also goes back to it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. You know, so what's like when the rabbit got the you know. But I don't know, I guess what I'm saying is it's like when you start thinking about the vortex of the whole program that the oppressor is playing
Mm-hmm.
at a full-time rate, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, is we really do have to be on the narrow path, you know, because it's global, you know, and it's like we that light that's shining, you know, from up under a bush.
Yeah.
And we got our whole world to light up.
Brother, brother, hand for that. Okay. You understand? We definitely have to be alive to, especially to our people, because we need this more than anything. You understand? Our people need this truth more than anything. If you see the condition of our people, man, you see the things that we go through on a daily basis, we need this more than ever. Because that time is coming. When Christ is going to crack open that sky, we pray that all our people be saved, because we understand the conditions that we have been up under for over 500 years and how that can make a people. We have compassion on our people. You understand? We pray that all of our people, all Israel, be saved, man. Lord allow, Lord willing. You understand? Anything else on that, brother? Because you said that lies a wide gate.
Yeah, like basically, like I guess it's I mean it's the land of messing up, you know, but it makes messing up seem like that's the relief. But then they build all these jails and all these prison systems, you know, because it's like it's a trap. You know, like the whole thing's a trap. So that's why I say like when you go on the narrow, you know, it seems like I don't know how fun a good times is not meant to be right now. You know, so when you think about that, you know, you just I don't know. And I'm really speaking to myself because I mean when I think about enduring, it's like enduring is not fun.
Right.
You know, enduring is not fun.
Hey, the scriptures say that you have to have longevity and long suffering.
Yeah.
Being willing to go through things, be willing to suffer. You know what I'm saying? Right now we are proving ourselves worthy of a whole kingdom, of a whole inheritance that the Lord has for us. But we're gonna have to go through some things to be able to get it. You know what I'm saying? Because once we have it, we can appreciate it more. Because last time the Lord tried to give us something, we did not appreciate it. But now that we've had to go through some bitter wisdom, maybe now we'll appreciate it a lot more, because we had to go through hell to get it. And brother, that's why we must cleave unto this truth like nothing else before. Like closer than we ever cleaved onto anything. Because this right here will not only save your life, but you will be raised up to save other lives, man. And that is such a glorious thing, to see our people waking up to who we are. To see our people from every walk of life, in the ghettos, the barrios, the reservations, waking up and realizing who we are according to the Bible and changing our lives and serving our power. But that's a beautiful thing. And it is nothing greater than, it is no greater pleasure than being a part of such a great thing. Something bigger than me. But brother, it takes stamina. It takes getting counsel when you're not feeling strong. Get me, you know what I'm saying? And abiding by that counsel. It takes being able to go through things, because what is love? How do you show your love for the Most High God? By abiding by the law, statutes, commandments. How do you show love? Love, what is love? Love is being willing to go through things to prove that you love in the first place. It's an action. What are you willing to do for the Lord to show that you love him? Sometimes it's going to hurt. Sometimes it's not always gonna be the best of days, but brother, we gotta show up. Because he sent the son that showed up for us. Let's wait. Anything else? Any more questions? Let me see. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and say Almighty, which means stand. We'll do a courtesy salute to the men, individual, Almighty, which means stand. Almighty Shabbat, Almighty Rock, and the Matah Sar, turn to face sisters. Sisters Almighty, which means stand. Individual, Almighty Shabbat, Almighty Rock, Yahweh Shemar Latah Bahashim Yahushua. And the Matah is missed.